Gamers, we're back. I cannot promise you we will not run hasted one weapon, okay? Because if you find the line, you gotta take the line, man. But I will promise you we're always gonna look at the enchanteds. Can I just say, it just looks cool? It seems kind of horrible, but it looks amazing. In fact, can I say it looks so does this just not even do anything? It looks so cool that I'm gonna take a picture of it with Windows snipping tool. I'm gonna go into the Bazaar section of my Discord. I'm gonna put this here. I think this might be insanely bad, but possibly coolest looking small enchanted in the game. Question mark? Speak on that. Your thoughts. Truth be told, I think the other ones just kind of suck, man. So, I mean, this could be good if we go ammo, don't get me wrong. But I'm willing to lean into the skid a little bit here. Aquatic can be really good. You get a small friend like a jellyfish. Not a narwhal, please. That's pretty good. You get the multicast, and like you use this as like as an augmentation to the poison aquatic build, and I think you got something. I don't think any of you have friends. Not to be rude. There's always cooldown reduction, and there's pelts. I think we just cut it and go up against Kyber Drone with nothing. And, I mean, I don't really tend to run Illusoray. I feel like it's kind of... It seems to be like a weak item for the most part. No crits and we win. When you slow, a weapon gains damage. That would be a perfect skill for a fella like me. Again, if you're like, why do you take the items off? This has a slow, which would allow you to scale your weapons. I know that we win, as long as we don't get critted. I know that we win with 6 HP with no items. So I don't want to put anything out there unless it's like for sure is going to kill you faster. Otherwise, I give you the opportunity to slow something. Okay, we would love to get another... I mean, medium items would be sick. Don't get me wrong. Fins is really important too, but to get like a puffer fish would be amazing. Let's get a katana just to stay frosty here, because I think we would then be running like this, which is still pretty bad.
Oh, delivery's free.
Barrel can be a part of this as well, but I don't know. We're standing in between it here. I need to see what happens to Illusoray when it gets leveled, man, because that doesn't happen all that much. Illusoray slows longer. You know, it's just one of those things where I think we're going to be running it, so let's get the upgrade early. Admit it, I mean, maybe it's katana, but you can't be mad at me for trying to... It's VIP Daniel! I need to take a screenshot! Hang on, you might freeze the video, I don't know. This is a known VIP in my chat. At Degenerator. So I know you're not privy to any of this. Now, dude, I mean, there's a lot of pride wrapped up in this one for me, but I will admit I'm looking at what they got and I'm trying to figure out. I mean, I don't know who wins, man. This is like, it's a close one. I think we actually beat them, but it might. Ooh, stop slowing my Illusoray! That's my damage dealer. Please, please, please. We take those by 1 millisecond. Okay, again, take a screenshot real quick. Now I put it in the Discord. Sorry, brother. Not even close. Sweat smile. Now, it obviously was close. I had 8 HP left with 12 poison on me. But you wouldn't get it. It's bonding. Okay. I would take my free whatever. A free neutral item. I don't see you being part of the team forever, but maybe temporarily. I was just gonna say, man, good opportunity for maybe some burn skills, because they're gonna stack. Aquatic items is exactly the type of stuff a fellow like me could get invested in, man. Let's start here. Take fishing rod, because it can give us duplicated aquatics, which would be really nice. I don't know what to sell you into. You are gonna get sold. You're a friend. No, you're not a friend. So I feel like I can't take you. But I'm going to take you.
Scrape off the barnacles.
You then sell for 3. I'm making a big play here. Here's something crazy. 5% crit chance on the burner. Sell me. I really want to get jellyfish. Seaweed is insanely good for what we're trying to do. So I will happily sell ambergris to run seaweed instead. And we definitely have not created like the perfect aquatic build. But we got a pretty good thing set up. I have to see what the coconut crab has, man. I know I've asked many times. Coconut crab. Seashell. Seashell would be good. The thing is, like, I want to fight you. I just think it's entirely conceivable that that guy actually rinses me. So I'm going to march to the beat of my own drum. I would love to get the haste. The question is not, like, would the haste be good? The question is, do we actually kill him? And I think the answer, honestly, was... It was up in the air enough for me to not feel comfortable. This guy, we should be in a pretty good spot, I would say. And the shell would be awesome. We really are looking for jellyfish. I mean, at some point we want pufferfish. This is like a haste aquatic build. So you want water wheel, jellyfish, pufferfish, maybe like a captain's wheel or a beach ball or something. I'll take a free slow item. You never know. You'll never shine if you don't glow. We really want small items, like a jellyfish, for example. Okay. Seaweed upgrade is good.
Diamonds come in small.
You are a friend. Is this like a speak friend and enter type situation? Yeah. Sell me, buy me.
Buyer's remorse never. Be remorseless.
I'm sorry, man. The time has come. I love Star Chart, okay? I love it so much that people sometimes come into my chat and say, why does he love Star Chart so much? We just needed something that gave us a little extra coverage. So the haste is the be-all, end-all, man. Because if we can get a hasted illusory that does 21 burn every 4 seconds, that looks a lot more inspiring than 21 burn every 8 seconds. Now, admittedly, it's only day 2. And occasionally you're gonna get that crit, which is... Dude, it's kind of stacking, actually. It's kind of stacking. I don't want you long term. What I want is like a pufferfish or something, but still. Okay, we should be looking for haste items and medium items. You need a beach ball, you need a captain's wheel. Small and mediums. We don't have a ton of gold. But you gotta take a peek. You don't have to re-roll, but you have to take a peek. I think you do buy the chum bucket, and then you just sell the piranha and leave. The reroll is just too expensive. We could get something we want, but the expansion here allows us to run the chum and then another seashell, which makes us, again, pretty tough to kill. And I would just love... I gotta look bronze item, because you could give me a jellyfish. Or a cannon. You could give me a cannon as well. The free upgrade is very interesting. Honestly, with 6 gold, as much as I'd love to go to the aquatic shop, I actually feel like the genius play here by my standards is upgrade fishing rod so that we can get silver aquatics for free at the start of a day instead of maybe like a one-time silver, which is not as compelling. Truth be told, it's kind of like a coward's way out again, but I feel like Cinders would be decent. Cinders is kind of a rare get, I guess, because there's only one. I don't know the drop tables. I don't know if it's based on the incidence of that item on the board. And hey, your burn items have plus 2% crit chance. Would it be BM to just skip that? Because like I don't ever want that to get upgraded, and 2% is a slap in the face. Well, we don't have to worry about that. I don't know what we're gonna do with this because this is not really like a weapon build, but okay, sells non-weapon items. This is nice. I think you for aquatic is kind of overrated, at least at the silver level. But you can go, you would exist. Then we want you next to something that goes off quickly. And we got space for one more item, which would be you for now. I could also pay 2 gold to roll. And a pearl is so much better. So you're gone. You're gone. And with 6 gold, you run a pearl and an upgraded catfish. Okay, and then you go next to the jellyfish. Like we keep... Okay, okay. We got a lot of smalls out here. I would absolutely love to buy a skill. We simply cannot afford it. So start me with 300 shield. Ludwig! First VIP Daniel, now Ludwig? Sorry, I'm checking in on the Discord to see if anyone was pogging up.
But if you insist, you should know I'm a bit of a...
I'm surprised to see people in the Discord say they don't like one small enchanted, man. Maybe it just, this patch, like, fits well for me, so, like, I feel like it's better than it actually is, but it's been a couple of times I haven't gotten gas, and a couple of times I've gotten unbelievable gas, but I don't know, man, I feel like it's been fun, and it gives you, like, a structure to build around, right?
Next time, boys, less blunder.
More plunder, people. Chop, chop. So I'm just checking my phone as well, because it was daylight savings yesterday. Not to reveal the length of the backlog, but I want to make sure that I'm not 1 hour late for picking my child up. I guess it wouldn't be 1 hour late. I would be like, I don't know. It throws it all into a tizzy. Let's put it that way. Anyway, long story short, we're fine. Silver chum bucket. Could have run both, I guess, but I guess for 8 gold, knowing that we're about to expand the board, we might as well grab it. And it's aquatic to the left, okay. I don't really think... I mean, like, the pearl upgrade does make it better, but we could get a better item for that anyway with 2 of these out there right now. So give me a bronze skill that buffs burn. You're right, most burn item is plus 3 burn. All of a sudden now, 30 burn doesn't look completely inconsequential, right? How about a shield item? That's not what we want to see, but... I just feel like this is one of those situations where Technovirus is, like, uniquely built to destroy us, so let's just take what we can get here. You can't always go up against, like, the exact perfect enemy for you. So what are we missing? We could easily dump Figurehead for a Haster. A medium Haster like, Beach Ball, Captain's Wheel. We could dump Pearl at its present level and Figurehead to get a water wheel. The more haste we get, it's all about making everything go faster, but in particular, Illusoray. And we want medium items for pufferfish. What do you sell? Medium and large, so you love to buy smalls. Okay, I'll take a Pikachu then. And we got a beach ball.
Sell you. Oh, it's like the baby birds that nested in my mother.
I thought about cutting like you and you to run it, but like, because your shield is not that relevant. To be honest with you, now that I think about it, I was gonna say our crit isn't that relevant, but having 100% crit chance on things this scale is pretty nice. So maybe you could be content to run this. You're never gonna stick. And then the question just becomes, we roll and see if there's anything incredible, and there's not. It's an expensive roll, but I would stand by that. And this should be +1 burn. But +1 burn is pretty good, man, because it's kind of +3 burn. And we're going up against a pretty sensible Dooley. But this Dooley I haven't seen a whole lot this patch, which is fair, but I feel like dualies tend not to do direct damage in their best builds. So having slightly less shield might be fine. It looks Armadillo is a charge-based item, and you're a shield-driven friend here. Sorry to call you a friend when we don't know each other, but this should be interesting. Your shield is scaling, our heal is scaling. You do have a lot more HP than me, there's no doubt about that. But we're critting on the regular as well. Okay, let's be honest, we're never gonna punch through that shield. We have to do enough damage to kill you before the sandstorm hits and then stay alive ourselves. And that's exactly what's gonna happen. Okay. That's nice! You can really see how a pufferfish would tie this run together, though. That's 4 wins in 4 days. We're in there. I'm happy. I'm happy as a clam. Perhaps ironically, I suppose. Another silver seaweed. Not really necessary, but I'm not upset with it. You're not my friend either. Sorry to say. More burn skills. Leftmost poison item has +6 poison. Just to be honest with you, I can't really afford not to... I can't really afford to reroll, so we'll just go ahead with that. I'm not a big lockbox guy. I'm not a big rowboat guy. Well, skipping wanted poster, I don't know. PTSD from our last one. Okay, what do we want to see? You already know the vibe. We want to see... maybe we should have fought Flame Juggler for Cinders, but I'm still not sure that you're like our win condition yet. You're helping our win condition, but we want augmented defenses. Every time you sell a small item, gain 1 shield on your shield items. Man, imagine... I guess this would be a little overpowered. I was going to say, imagine if there was like augmented fire extinguisher. Augmented accelerant. Every time you sell a small item, every time you sell a large item, gain 1 burn on all your burn items. Could be interesting. Okay, now we actually have some money to play around with. We can't not take it, obviously. I do like you, but really more than anything else, we just want hasted items. Like I can live with the extra cooldown reduction here, and I think that that's actually... It's getting to the point where it's becoming pretty critical. I appreciate it, I guess is my roundabout way of saying I appreciate it. Skill or... No, we have nothing to upgrade. I can't be mad, man. I can't be mad. A 1-win Vanessa that's also on level 5. I still feel like we're in a great spot. I do still feel like if there's just... A water wheel is like such a perfect item to throw into the mix here. Or just an insanely great beach ball, I guess. But they got a water wheel. All we really want to do is slow down their sniper rifle. And put up enough shields so that we don't die to a single crit. Yeah, it's gonna be... You're already dead. I wasn't even looking at your health bar, I was looking at mine. Maybe that's the way that it should be, though. Now let me get a baseline here, man. Okay. Everything's doing its part. I will take silver tier loot. Could be cinders. Every cinder is like extremely valuable now. We should also probably take burn skills. Right? It's an illusory! Sadly, I think... Oh, it was a catalyst as well. I would sell a catalyst. I prefer to sell it into a pufferfish, though. I think even now we gotta take freebies when we can get them. Okay, this one is actually kind of interesting, man. It ruins our aquatic build. A haste shield 20 when you burn, charge this 2 seconds. So every time you would go off, it would basically make them go off as well, but... I would love to see some gold aquatic items, man. And I'll pay 4 here, because the haste shop is like the perfect shop for us. Not quite. I don't think you're quite good enough, man. And honestly, we don't have the capital to purchase this yet. But getting a gold tropical island on day 6 would probably be quite helpful. You are a poisoner, but dire mosquito isn't... Don't you have like when you slow haste a weapon? Well, I don't really want to see that. What I do want to see is like an insect wing. I feel like we should just put it on the illusory if we get it. Whatever you put it on, though, you got to put figurehead in your backpack first. Whatever. You know what? At least it's like frictionless to sell. Because we don't have any weapons anyway. What do you got for me? Medium items is pufferfish fodder, man. Oh! I love this upgrade because it hits one more item. No pufferfish, huh? No pufferfish? That's fine. I don't want the piranhas. People love to tell you that it's econ to buy a fishing net. In some circumstances, sure. But, like, maybe with your money, not with mine. I don't even know what Shock Trooper does, man. You're a burner, dude! Tracer Fire would be like the perfect skill for a fella like me. I like that skill. You knew I'd like that skill. Alright, we do need to live, though. That's an element here. We're not going to. I'm seeing your gun. Your gun does a lot of damage. We made it! I was actually being demure. But we were, like, maybe 1.5 seconds away from dying. Okay, we didn't get the skill we wanted, but... What is this? Charge an item 1 second, burn both players. Don't make me laugh, man. Don't make me laugh. Sounds crazy. I don't really think we have a silver to upgrade. I mean, catalyst, but I'd rather just take a peek at a better skill, I think.
Someday we'll teach each other.
When you slow, your items gain crit chance. It's like, it's such a slow gain of crit chance, I don't think we can do that. Hasting an aquatic item for 2 seconds at the start is much more valuable. We're going up against 21 pilots here. So I'm still saving the catalyst, because I think that a pufferfish and a water wheel takes this run to, like, its logical conclusion. Or, I don't know, maybe a weather glass. A weather glass could also go crazy, and I hear weather glass is, like, not that bad this patch. So you're guaranteed crit musket. The musket is going to be quite slow. And we're going to be healing up nicely. Yeah, you're rinsed, I'm afraid. I don't mean to be rude. There's just, like, there's nothing you could do. Not with what you got out there, at least. Now, I think it's a great opportunity. Wait, dude, we're on 6 wins in 6 days, and we're not running solo weapons. So I'm feeling, like, pretty good. 110 burn is quite nice. Everything else doing its part. 110 burn, too, is like 20 ticks in 10 seconds. It's like 2,000 damage of burn. I gotta look, man. For free, I gotta look. It could have been a gold illusory. Okay, gold shell. At some point, we're gonna have to sell some of these items, but it's nice to be able to tailor the build to whatever we are gonna run up against, even if I don't tend to do that. Like, I didn't even think about what Treasure Turtle had before I went in on this, but... I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, gold is always nice. Turtle shell, I would resent because I would have to think about the situation. Hunker down could be nice, too. We're gonna kill you with poison. It's just gonna take a minute. We can't get the catfish. I don't think we can get the pearl. I guess we could get a seaweed upgrade. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to get the seaweed upgrade. You're rinsed, my friend. You're rinsed. Most tortoises live to be over 100 years old. Most. Alright, easy. I appreciate that it's easy. Haste and charge is exactly what we need. I saw poison, but haste and charge is what we need. I'll even... 2 aquatics getting hasted at the start. It just gets the engine going a little faster. So you're obviously amazing, but Shock Trooper does have that burn skill. Like, slowing, giving your items 1% crit chance, I sleep. Burning, giving your items 2% crit chance, yeah, we'll take those. We go for those. Now, I should remember that, like, there might be a chance we actually lose, because we're pretty close to losing on the last one. It might come down to, like, the slows. I guess we have more HP than we used to have. Yeah, it actually was not even close. But, you know, it's a great sign that we rinsed the enemy who was, like, kind of close to beating us earlier. Alright, and now we actually have lots of gold, man.
Come with
Water
no
wheel?
weapons?
Okay, I'm just not gonna think about the tortoise. It's probably like a defining item for the run. I'm just gonna choose not to think about it.
I'm glad you bought this.
We want pufferfish, we want water wheel. Free scrap is good, but we're fishing for the pun intended, I suppose. We're fishing for the items we know would hit the spot. It's not those, though. Alright, alright. Let me just take a peek in the bag. You always give us small, nothing else gives anything, so we can afford to wait. Level 7 Vanessa.
I'm a bit of a legend.
I mean, they have 2 wins, I have 6, so I'm feeling confident.
You insist.
But you never know when the build comes online. Sniper rifle. Great if we're gonna survive the first hit. After we survive that, I was gonna say, it might be slow long enough for us to just get the seaweed going. And then I was gonna say you don't crit, but you're definitely gonna crit. We're gonna die! We didn't die! It didn't get to go. I thought for sure we were gonna die. I didn't think our seaweed was gonna get there. I didn't think anything was gonna save us, but we made it. Which means we're actually gonna level because we have the wanted poster in our bag. Huge. Huge. Okay, we have to sell something. Bronze pearl is never making it. Or bronze shell is never making it out there. Let's be realistic. I do think we want to look at... Well, to be honest, we have to sell one more thing. Actually, we might even need to sell one more thing. Because this silver aquatic could be not small. Now, it was small. But there was a chance it wouldn't have been small, and then we wouldn't have been able to get the gold fishing rod item in our bag. So I think we made the right choice. Now, at the end, it didn't really make much of a difference, to be fair. I guess we don't need crit chance now that I think about it. The chum bucket is handling that for us.
Come on in. Let's chat.
Why not, man?
Happy to make
I mean, the slow is getting better. We should go to Curio, man. That's a slap in the face. Might get the enchantment before the end of the day, though. That would be nice.
Welcome in, huh? What can I get you?
It's a golden pufferfish. Truth be told, you don't have to be out here. Let's just start with the obvious. We know we're buying it.
I used to offer
We're probably selling ambergris. We're never going to be running this. We don't need you. I just want to, like, simplify the inventory space a little bit. Okay. The question is what you take out. It kind of, like, you're tempting, but 20% cooldown reduction is... I have to trust my gut, man. I gotta trust my gut. You're a charge item. Actually, it might have been nice to have the pearl out there now that I think about it. We need the haste. I don't really care about scaling catfish. I'm gonna run that for now. The double shell. But it's tough. I mean, the bigger the builds get, the more items you have on a build, the more, like, vertexes there are for you to concern yourself with, right? There's more surface area for you to make decisions, which means there's more of a chance for you to optimize, but also more of a chance for you to make a mistake. I was trying to phrase it in a way that doesn't sound like I don't have some belief in my own abilities while playing the game, but... Now still, with the last thing we need to tie this together is you dump beach ball and probably silver shell to get a water wheel. And there might be some other stuff that hits as well, but that's what I'm thinking right now. Just gonna take the obvious play. Chance an item is shield effects. I would rather, because I mean, a double shield seashell means we don't need the seashell. And maybe a shielding seaweed means we don't need either. I would rather take a stab at something unbelievable here. 50% crit chance? I don't necessarily think that's that bad, to be honest, but it's not the be-all, end-all. That's for sure. Okay, a level 10 Vanessa. Level 10 Vanessa, even if they've only got 3 wins, that's kind of spooky to me because they've managed to pick up some XP somewhere along the line. What's the weak point of our run? It's definitely healing. We can be out-poisoned. I'm not too worried about restorative, to be honest, but we can be out-poisoned. And we can be outburned, but we have enough shield. But the poison is, I probably will have enough shield, I should say. The poison is what scares me, because our seaweed only reliably goes off every 4 seconds. So if somebody can out-poison us, that's a weak spot for us for sure. I love seeing these, to be honest with you, the crit chance might be what's keeping us like ahead of them in poison here. Come on, come on. Yeah, I want a huge crit from seaweed, please. Please. You've hasted the right item and I respect you. We got there and it was mighty close. If I may say so, that was tight. That's 8 wins in 8 days though. It got the blood pumping. 68 damage narwhal.
Take your time. I'm pretty.
Nah, man. No. We're done messing around with that malarkey. I'm done messing around with barrel. We know what we need. We need more haste. Skills also can hit the spot. When you create your shield items scale, hasting 3 aquatic items does peel. The more haste we can get, the faster the stuff gets started. It will also hit the spot for us like crazy. This is spooky, but let's give it a try, man. I like the idea of this just for the XP. Do you have any skills that would even really matter to us? Desperate Cleanse. Basically just Desperate Cleanse. Now, you got a 20% crit chance Scythe. That's something we don't really want to see go off. It being slowed is very nice. It would be even nicer if we could slow it again, or maybe get like a crazy heal or shield. I was gonna say there's a good chance we're gonna die, but now that I'm looking, it's actually, we're in there. Okay. And that's with them cleansing half of the debuffs off, or cleansing all the debuffs off. I'm gonna take this just because you can't get a skill upgrade on a diamond skill, I'm assuming. So it should be no risk to take it. The start of each fight hastes 2 burn items. Okay. We do slow, and it charges a poison item, but I think having our Illusoray go off faster to slow them down, that appeals to me more. 1 burn is honestly flicking me. So I'm of 2 minds. XP is always good. Poison can also be valuable. But I really like, I don't know, man. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do cooldown reduction on the Illusoray. But I thought cooldown reduction on Beach Ball would also be nice, but I'd rather replace Beach Ball with Water Wheel. So that's the main reason I'm not going in on that. I'm going to take 1100 temporary shield. Okay. Now this is probably going to be a little hot. It's day 9, 2 perfect builds going toe-to-toe.
Makes this more fun.
What we don't want to see is an enemy with lots of poison. Now, this might even be worse. Because they got quite a lot of burn, or quite a lot of, like, raw damage. Also, oh my god! Oh, only when you use an adjacent to items get slowed. Okay. It probably goes without saying, the longer the fight goes on, the better off we are. Unless we die, in which case that goes out the window. I think we win, man. All we had to do was survive the storm at the beginning, and then they ran out of ammo. Okay. 9 wins in 9 days. And I have to be honest with you, I think that the Fiery Illusoray is an interesting part of that. 143 burn. The Seaweed's doing great work. I'm feeling pretty good. Sadly, like, I don't know, man. 1 second of slow is just not that interesting. I'm sorry to say. Large item shop for... Oh, aquatic shop would be good too. Oh, hey, what would you look at that? What's your cooldown now? 6.6 seconds? Could lower it with the figurehead, but I think we got a good thing going. Not a water wheel. Honestly, anything that helps us out at the margins is interesting to me. So I think I've accepted that, man. I've accepted the sell there. A little bit of regen or max health just to push things slightly more in our favor is fine by me. Veteran Octopus now is like 8,000 HP and 9,000 HP. And none of the items do anything for us. Although, to be honest, I guess an octopus going off next to a pufferfish is it's an interesting idea. And if we could give it lifesteal, it would freeze 8 smalls every time it went off. Which would be crazy. Actually, you know what? If we get the skill that if you have 1 medium, its cooldown's reduced by 30%. At some point, we may be able to dump the beach ball, run water wheel, and then that will help out our pufferfish. But okay, that went well, man. Again, but the longer the fight goes on, the better off we tend to be. That's not what you want to see from the boss, obviously. Large items, my friends. No, thank you. No, thank you. But you know what? Thank you for making the choice easy. And I think at this point, if we have to say that we're locked in here, we might as well just say, you know what, Beach Ball, it's all about you. Because you need to haste you every time, and preferably you would also haste the seaweed every time.
Come to learn the way of flame.
Especially as the fight goes on. Something good. Something crazy. We do have a slow, we do have a burn, we do have a poison, but I can't imagine replacing anything with, like, we got a nice little shield block, a nice little poison block, a nice little heal block, crit chance is rising, we got a haste enabler, and we got the team captain, you know? I don't know how you would feel about the team captain might be like the most disposable element, but you don't get rid of the team captain right before you possibly are lifting the Stanley Cup. Restorative sniper, 38% crit chance, and a heavy barrel. Well, let me start by saying I don't see anything that I'm like that scared of, but I also am not the be-all end-all of like knowing what is good and bad in the Bazaar. Like, I hate to see that crit come in, and I hate to see my seaweed not get hasted. I hate to see my seaweed get slowed. I hate to see... But we won! I wasn't even looking at my opponent's health, but dude, that's a crazy game! For real? 10 wins in 10 days? I mean, we gotta take a screenshot of that, man. I mean, I'm the screenshotler right now.
1,000 voices guide me to victory.
What's crazy is, like, looking at it, too, you wouldn't really look at this and be like, oh, this is the most disgusting build you're ever gonna see, but it got the job done. Click! Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Sorry for the streamer clients. If you did, thanks for your support, and I'll see you next time. Later!